Volunteers 87-80, our fifth win in the last 6 games against the Volunteers. 3 Blazers all recorded season highs. Dre Vassar, 27 points. Dayton Williams had 24. Lorenzo Malinini scored 19 and hauled down 9 rebounds. I spoke with Todd Franklin earlier about the win at Logan and tonight's game against Lincoln Trail. Back with that interview in 1 minute on WVUB.
Funding for Vincennes University basketball on WVUB is provided through support from Vincennes Water Utilities at 403 Busserin Street. Vincennes Water Utilities offers various payment options, including paperless billing and 24-hour online access. Office hours are 7:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday, and the phone number is 812-882-7877.
Support for WVUB is provided by Byron Bob's Pizza House, 812 Main in Vincennes. Open 7 days a week and featuring pizza, sandwiches, wings, and a fresh salad bar. Online ordering is available at bobspizza.net.
Once again, everybody, welcome back to the VUP Complex. Blazers getting ready to play Lincoln Trail in our second Region 24 game of the season. Had a chance to talk with Todd Franklin just a few minutes ago. Coach, this is the final game before the holiday break, although you're going to keep the kids around for a week to practice before you send them home. But an important region game nonetheless against the Lincoln Trail team, which is 6-4 coming into the game.
Yeah, it's the game of the day. It's what we have to do. It's the break doesn't matter to us right now. We got to play. So we'll see. We'll see if we can put our best game of the season on as our last game of the semester.
Coach Cotton has a young team, which he thinks will be good as the season wears on. But right now, he's got a very good player in Mike White, who's number 10 in the nation in scoring, 23 points a game. Talk about his abilities.
He can really score it. Strong built, hits you all 3 levels. A little streaky in the 3, but, we're going to have to slow him down. You're not going to stop him, but we got to slow him down.
And then, of course, got a capable guard, Jay Childs, who's averaging 5 assists. He's averaging 11 points, 4 rebounds, so he distributes the ball for them well.
White, Childs, and Jackson are plenty good, the 3 perimeter guys. We got to get them under control. We got to take advantage of our advantages in the paint, and that's going to be the story of the day.
And we had great success in the paint on Wednesday night at Logan with 19 points, 9 rebounds from Lorenzo. Hopefully he can duplicate that today.
Well, it's not only that. It's getting the ball in there on the drive, getting offensive rebounds. Don't think they have tremendous rim protection, and we've got to take advantage of that today.
Logan held us to a season low, 29 rebounds in the game, but it was a hard-fought game.
There wasn't a lot of rebounds in the game. I mean, we had 29, they had 24. It was not the possessions were more controlled. They had a high-scoring game. Most teams made a lot of shots. We let them shoot too high a percentage, and they would say the same thing about us. So it wasn't a ton of rebounds. I thought we did all right on the rebounding end of it. I wasn't concerned with how we played on that, but I'm concerned with the fact we didn't make them miss more.
Thursday, Friday to get ready for this game. What are the things you worked on coming out of the Logan win?
Nothing in particular. We try to get a little bit better on our ball screen defense. They've made it now where these guys can just roll, and it's nice. It's one of those times when these guys get in a room that don't really coach and make decisions about the game of basketball, and then we have to try to figure out how to play with that. And then every official interprets it different. Now they're letting the guys roll on those screens, and they're saying if you're under, like if you try to go under the screen now, and they roll you, they can do that. It's literally insane, but that's the way it is. We've got to do a better job. Now, the other night, I was concerned with the fact that when we tried to go over the top, they called a foul. I mean, you can't really have both now. So, but all we can do is try to defend it correctly. Defend it. I thought we did some things that we didn't do well. They're there, and we're going to try to do better with that today.
We had 3 players that didn't dress for the game on Wednesday night. What's their status today?
Won't dress today either. Elijah tried to go a little bit. I think he wants to be out there, but, he turned his ankle pretty good. Omar's, said he's had a back here, so he's not been back in practice. And Michael says his ankle was too much to practice, so he's not practiced either. So those guys won't play.
But we whittled it down and did a good job, I think, with what we had on Wednesday night.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't had as much success with our backup posts as we would like all year. And those guys, if they're going to play when they get healthy, are going to have to start performing a lot better. So we were already probably making these type of adjustments. And Javon's now playing more as a backup 5 as well as a 4. It'd be good for Sharif if he decided to step up. But, we have to have a certain quality of play to be out there. And we've already been playing a lot of stretch fours to try to mitigate some of that. But it'll be no different than it was Wednesday night for us.
Same starters as Wednesday.
Yeah, I contemplated putting Prince in there for defensive purposes, but we'll start with the same group. We just have to do a better job defensively. And then some of those wings have got to start coming through and hitting open shots. People are leaving them open. They're going to concentrate on Dre and Dayton and Lorenzo and concentrate on Dayton. You're taking away drives. Lorenzo, it's a lane. Dre, it's some lane. And these guys on the edges are getting shots. Honest to goodness, I could come out of retirement in my dress shoes and make. So it's time to step up and hit some shots.
Coach, good luck for win number 13.
Thanks, Dave.
That's Todd Franklin back in 1 minute on WVUB.
Support for this broadcast provided by Cantwell Shortstop, 625 Kimmel Road, and Cantwell Service Center, Washington Avenue and St. Clair. Selling Marathon and Sunoco gas and oil products. Both locations are open 24/7 and serve hot lunch items, 11 until 2 daily. Cantwell Shortstop and Cantwell Service Center, serving Vincennes since 1968.
Support for Trailblazer basketball on WVUB is provided by Goodwin Seavers Family Funeral Home, 524 Broadway. Serving Knox and Davies counties is a funeral service and cremation provider. Goodwin Seavers Family Funeral Home offers services that will help tell the story of a life, with service options that honor each family's traditions and wishes.
Underwriting support for this broadcast is provided by Holmes Plumbing Supply, 1690 Hart Street in Vincennes. They do complete bathroom remodeling projects and feature Lennox systems and Bradford White water heaters. They also do sewer line installation. Their phone number is 812-882-1865. Funding for this broadcast is provided by Wolf Construction Company, 2724 Washington Avenue. They offer new residential and commercial construction plus renovation services. Wolf's current projects include work at the Red Skelton Museum and Godare Hall on the BU campus, Good Samaritan Hospital, and Lincoln High School. The phone number for Wolf Construction Company is 812-882-2260.
Well, Vincennes native Nick Nielsen is prominent on the national JUCO scene as an analyst, and here he is now with today's Nielsen File Report.
Welcome to the Nielsen File. Today is an opportunity for VU to finish out the first half of the season undefeated, but the big picture is positioning themselves as one of the top 8 seeds for the national tournament. Early in the national tournament, it can be argued that there is a disadvantage of being a top 8 seed. For example, your first game in the arena will be against a team that has already won. However, the longer the tournament goes on, it is a huge advantage to being a top 8 seed. A win today helps keep the Trailblazers on pace for being on the right side of the bracket come March. This week has been mellow for ranked teams. The top 10 teams have all held firm and avoided an upset. There are 4 big games today in JUCO hoops. Number 4, Trinity Valley takes on rival Panola. In the only battle of ranked teams today, number 6, Gulf Coast, hosts number 11, Jones. Jones has already suffered 2 defeats this week. Number 7, Indian Hills, travels to Mineral Area. Mineral Area can make a claim that they have the toughest non-region schedule in NJCAA Division I basketball. And number 20, Barton, plays Garden City. Dave will continue the pregame show after this 60-second timeout.
Support for this broadcast is provided by Culver's Restaurant, 7 Executive Boulevard in Vincennes. Culver's menu features home-style meals, hand-battered codfish sandwiches, soups, and salads. Culver's is open 10:30 a.m. until 10:30 p.m. daily.
Support for this broadcast is provided by First Vincennes Savings Bank with inside banking locations at 615 Kimmel Road and 2612 North 6th Street, plus ATM services at 3rd and Vigo, Kimmel Road, and ITM service in Monroe City. More information is available at frsb.net and by phone at 812-885-9018. Member FDIC.
Support for this broadcast is provided by Robin Montgomery and John Yoakum, FC Tucker Emge. They represent residential and commercial listings and sales in Southern Indiana and Southern Illinois. The FC Tucker Emge office is at 2801 North 6th Street, Suite B. The phone numbers are 812-881-7509 for Robin Montgomery and 812-887-8669 for John Yoakum.
Well, today's game is the 91st meeting between Vincennes and Lincoln Trail. The Blazers have a 79-11 advantage dating back to the 75 76 season. We've won 7 in a row over Lincoln Trail and have a 41-2 record against them here at the PE Complex. The Statesman won here in 1990, 111-108 in overtime, and then 65-64 in 2022. Entering today's game, Vincennes has won 21 straight home games dating back to November 23rd, 2024, when we lost to Moberly 63-51. We're idle after today's game until picking up the season again on January 2nd against Roane State in the Columbia State Classic in Tennessee, then playing the host Chargers on January 3rd. Coming up next, the top-ranked VU Trailblazers hosting Lincoln Trail College. I'm Dave Hunter. I'll return after this 60-second timeout on Blazer 91.1 WVUB.
Support for this broadcast is provided by Walker Hughes Insurance, formerly United Insurance Services, 509 Main Street, representing many insurance carriers, including Auto Owners Insurance for home, auto, farm, and business needs. They can be reached at 882-3560. More information about auto owners is online at walkerhughes.com.
Broadcast support is provided by Buffalo Wild Wings, located at 2407 North 6th Street in Vincennes, where every day is game day. Buffalo Wild Wings features 21 sauces and seasonings from mild to wild for their wings, along with cheeseburgers and hand-breaded chicken tenders. Buffalo Wild Wings is open daily.
Support for WVUB is provided by Good Samaritan. This season, give yourself the gift of good health. Find a provider who fits your needs at Good Samaritan for care you can count on all year long. Visit gshvin.org/find a provider.
Welcome back. Starting lineups underwritten by First Vincennes Savings Bank, 615 Kimmel Road, 2612 North 6th Street, and the ATM service, 3rd and Vigo in downtown Vincennes. First Vincennes Savings Bank, member FDIC. First of all, for Lincoln Trail coming into the game with a 6-4 season record. Mike White, 6'3" sophomore, Lawrenceville, Georgia, 22.9 points, 5.4 rebounds, and nearly 4 assists per game. Number 10 scorer in the country. Jay Childs, 6-foot freshman, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, 11 points, 3.5 rebounds. He is, by the way, not related to the Adam Childs that played here during 2002-2003. Jared Jackson, 6'3" sophomore, Peoria, Illinois, 12.5 points, 5 rebounds a game. Asher Evans, 6'1" freshman, Evansville Rights, 6.7 points a game, 1.3 rebounds. And Jalen Ellis, a 6'7" redshirt freshman, Louisville, Kentucky, transfer from Walters State, averaging 3 points, 5.5 rebounds a game. White, Childs, Jackson, Evans, and Ellis, the starters for Lincoln Trail. For Vincennes today, it'll be Dre Vassar, 6'1" freshman from Louisville Trinity, 14.7 points, 4.4 rebounds a game, and nearly 7 assists. Jalen Calloway, 6'3" sophomore, Chicago Lincoln Park, 11 points, 4 rebounds a game. Dayton Williams, 6'4" sophomore, Louisville Butler, 17.5 points, 8 rebounds a game. Alex Montiz, a 6'5" freshman from Puerto Rico, 9 points, 3.5 rebounds. And Lorenzo Malanini, 6'8" freshman from Italy, averaging just under 10 points and averaging 6 rebounds a game. Vassar, Callaway, Williams, Montiz, and Malanini are the Trailblazer starters. The officials today are Greg Jones from Centralia, Illinois, Darius Box from Decatur, and Tyler Seaver from Lebanon, Illinois. Starting lineups underwritten by First Vincennes Savings Bank, 615 Kimmel Road, 2612 North 6th Street, and the ATM service, 3rd and Vigo in downtown Vincennes. Trailblazer basketball coming up next, back in 1 minute on WVUB.
This Trailblazer broadcast is supported by Ular Cadillac GMC, Kimmel Road in Vincennes. They sell new and used Cadillac and GMC vehicles, plus other makes and models, and also have an automotive service department. More information is available at ubilarvincennes.com. Ubilar, where customers send their friends since 1929.
Underwriting for this broadcast is provided by Herman Family Dentistry, a full-service family dental office located at 608 South Quail Run Road in Vincennes. Doctors Eric Herman, Lynn Stein, Karen Shank, John Anderson, and their team provide dental services including veneers, dentures, implants, and more. Appointment information for Herman Family Dentistry is available at 812-882-1572.
WVUB Vincennes, a proud part of Vincennes University Broadcasting.
All right, once again, welcome back. The Trailblazer pep band is on Christmas break. We'll have the recording of the play of the national anthem. And again, Marty Quackenbush, the Trailblazer PA announcer, and I like the way he always introduces the United States national anthem.
United States of America's national anthem.
And we'll be back with a tip-off after this 60-second timeout on WVUB.
Trailblazer basketball on WVUB is underwritten by the Vincennes Laundromat, 1815 North 6th Street. They offer drop-off, pickup, or delivery services in addition to washers and dryers for customer use. The Vincennes Laundromat is open 7 a.m. until last wash at 9 p.m. daily. Their phone number is 812-316-0415.
Support for this broadcast is provided by Jimmy John's at 2361 North 6th Street in Vincennes and 2402 East National Highway in Washington. Jimmy John's offers sandwiches and wraps for dine-in, pickup, and delivery. Their Washington location features a drive-thru. More information is available online and through their app.
This broadcast is underwritten by German American Bank, a financial company offering banking, insurance, and wealth management services to individuals, families, and businesses. German American Bank serves customers in Indiana and Kentucky. More information about services and locations available at GermanAmerican.com.
Welcome back. Blazers home their uniforms are white in the game today with blue numbers. Lincoln Trail will come out with black uniforms and white numbers. I was kidding Coach Cotton before the game. Last year they had those either dark green or black uniforms with orange numbers. Their colors are orange and green, and they are virtually impossible sometimes to pick up from this vantage point off the floor. And so they got new suits this year, and I like that. They're easier to see. So the Blazers playing their final game before the Christmas break. Ditto for Lincoln Trail. We will open up again on January the 2nd against Roane State at Columbia, Tennessee. And Lincoln Trail will be idle until January the 7th when they'll travel to Olney Central for a Region 24 game against the Blue Knights. Most of the teams in the region are going to be done after today. And we'll take that long break. The Trailblazers will stay here through next Friday and practice before heading out for a week off and coming back and getting ready to travel to Columbia State January 2nd and 3rd. And Columbia State, we beat them 81-68 here back on November the 1st. They have not lost it since. That's going to be a tremendous challenge when we go down there and play against the Chargers on their floor for the first time. So here we go to start the basketball game. Trailblazers, undefeated, ranked number 1 in the country. And let's see, we got some moisture on the floor here. We're going to have to mop that up before we get underway. The trainer's treating it like me. It might be blood. Somebody got blood on the uniform already. The trainer's going to spray some chemical on there and treat that and get it off the floor. And now they're going to bring out the Swiffer guy to mop up the floor a little bit. We've got a little bit of a delay here before the tip-off. Again, we're coming off an 87-80 win at John Logan on Wednesday night. At the same time, Lincoln Trail was beating Lakeland at 83-73. This is the second round of region games of the season. So I think we're going to be ready to play now. Greg Jones throws the ball to Dayton Williams. He passes it on to Vassar. Vassar says, looks like a good ball to me. And so Greg Jones will step in and put the ball in play. And this game will be underway here at VU. Ball is tipped up and controlled by Lincoln Trail. First possession belongs to Childs. He'll bring it across the timeline outside the arc on the right side. With the left hand back to the left. Here's a give inside intended for Jalen Ellis. Can't handle the pass. Turnover on Childs. It'll be out of bounds to Vincennes. Staying down to apply pressure is Childs as the ball will come into Vassar. And Vassar now will bring it up for Vincennes with a right-handed dribble across the timeline. Crosses over the center mark. Still with the dribble. He'll drive right by the screen, deep right to Montees. Now back out front. Williams from the point left comes to Callaway. Callaway, left arc inside to Malinini. He'll post up against Ellis. We flings the ball at Williams. Up off the glass and scores. Dayton Williams, they work the ball inside and get the cutter. Williams to the basket. First basket of the game. Out front, this is Mike White. White now to Childs. Childs puts it down, gets by the screen set by Ellis. Drives left, elbow jump shot is off no good. Rebound by Malinini. The shot was by Childs. To Vassar. Vassar along to the left corner, comes to Callaway. Works the arc, brings it back to the point, right side to Williams. Williams with the left hand, spins back to his left inside. Left-handed shot's going to be blocked by Jackson. Puts it back up, blocked by Jackson again. Then we get a foul called on Jared Jackson. That'll be his first personal foul. We'll send Dayton Williams to the free throw line. He is a 57% free throw shooter on the season. Williams, shots in the air, high arching free throw, juggles around and drops in. He has our first 3 points of the day. Back for one more. 1 minute exactly gone in the game. Free throw by Dayton. This will jump off the left side, no good. Rebound by Mike White. White will drive right, guarded by Williams. Up front, Ellis. Ellis with the left hand down, now left wing. This is Childs. Childs to Jared Jackson, guarded by Montees. Jackson will drive to the baseline. Gets Montees off his feet, banks it in and scores. First basket by Lincoln Trail, scored by Jared Jackson. He had 12 points in the game against us at Lincoln Trail last year. This is Vassar, left side to Callaway. Callaway works the ball to the left, to the right. Now fall away shot inside the arc is flat, no good. Rebound taken down by White. White drives it across. With the screen from Ellis, flies along three. Shot misses, no good. Rebound. Caroms off the right side into the hands of Montees to the half court to Vassar. Up across the timeline. Pass left to Callaway. On the arc, halfway to the wing. Now then to Williams. Williams works it down into the lane. Kicks it back out to Montees. He'll drive right against Evans. Turns, pushes the ball back to Williams. 10 to shoot. Here's Montees driving the lane. Up off the glass. Rolls it down. He had 6 points against Logan on Wednesday night. Gets his first basket today. 5-2 VU. This is White. Here's a drive left by Childs inside and loops the ball off the glass. No. Rebound on the run by Vassar. Vassar works his way straight down the lane. Fall away shot from 12. Good by Dre Vassar. Vassar is coming off a 27-point, 4-rebound, 8-assist effort against Logan on Wednesday. 7-2 Vincennes. This is Childs to White, to the high post. Jackson, he'll turn against Montees, takes him in with the left hand, goes up and scores. Jared Jackson had 15 in the win Wednesday over Lakeland. Now Callaway back on the wing left side. Works it back, away, comes back toward the lane, mishandles the ball, picks it up to save it. Now then Williams, he'll spot for the left-handed Trey, got it. Dayton Williams fires the bomb from just off the point right side. Dayton picks up his 13th three-pointer of the year. 10-4, VU has the lead. 16:45 to go to first half. Here's Childs. Childs has been really covered. He has not been a factor yet in the game. Asher Evans. Evans with the right-hand dribble away from the defender. Now on the sweep to the left by White. Jackson, after the wing outside the arc, left side. He'll take Montez a step left. He'll change direction back inside, gets him off his feet, goes up, and no, but a foul on Alex Montees. That'll be his first, our first foul of the game. Prince Ojigwu will check in after the first of 2 free throws here by Jared Jackson. Jackson is a 66% free throw shooter on the season. He's been in double figures 5 games this season. He had a big game against the Brescia JV, scoring 29 points. Jackson picks up his their 5th point of the game. And Monteith replaced by Ojigwu. And Michael Stover, a 6'8 freshman from Fremont, Ohio, will check in. He's averaging 4.5 points. Free throws in the air, and this is good again by Jackson. But Jared has 6 points. The U's lead is 4. Vassar, 1-on-1 against Childs. Brings it up 2 and across the 10-second line. Fires the ball on the line to the right side of Callaway. He'll break to the lane, now then to Chugwu. He'll slash across the point to Williams. Williams will drive the ball to the baseline. Inside out, Malinini. Malinini will post up, goes up and scores. Great move by Malinini. He was double trucked under the basket by the defenders, and he got the ball in the air and off the glass. 12-6 Vincennes. Directing traffic on the right side. Childs, now they'll swing it back to the left. This is White with the ball. With the left-handed, he'll drive it in against Malinini. He's cut off by Williams. Comes back to White. 3-ball by White is no good. Block out rebound by Lorenzo to Vassar. Vassar through traffic, fires left to Callaway. Callaway on the wing left side. Works the ball down with the dribble. Now then to Williams. Dayton. Halfway to the wing. Hands it off to Chugwu. Prince. Back out front to Callaway. Halfway through the shot clock. Into Malinini. He'll post up. Inside. Hooks it up and scores. Second basket by Lorenzo. 14-6 Vincennes. We're coming up on the first media timeout of the game on the next dead ball. Stand by. This is Childs. Childs on the sideline in front of the VU bench. Still working the dribble. Guarded by Vassar. Brings it back to the point. He'll drop it off to Jackson. Jackson will sweep to the left. Hesitates, drives inside. Here's a 15-footer by Stover. Is good off the left baseline. Stover got the open look there. It's 14-8. Blazers by 6. This is Vassar. Guarded by Childs. Now gives it up to Williams. Williams from the left. Drops it off to the point to Ochugwu. He'll drive down the lane inside. Scoops it off the glass. Shot no good. Rebound is saved by Ochugwu to Malinini. Inside. Puts a shot up. Can't roll it down. Goes back up and scores. 6 by Malinini. Blazers double account for 16-8. 14:30 to go in the first half. Here's Michael Stover on the weave to Evans. Evans spots for the long 3. Got it. Asher Evans pulls up and drains the tray. He'll pick up his 10th three-point basket of the year. Callaway. Now Williams. Williams tries to split the defenders and says stolen away. This is Evans on the breakdown court against Callaway. Leans inside and rolls it in. Nice play by Asher Evans on that transition to get away from the defender and score. 16-13. 3-point Blazer lead. Vassar against the screen set by Malinini. Now to the weak side to Jared. To Callaway. The 3-ball by Callaway is good. Off the pass from Williams. Callaway gets his 13th three-point basket. Blazers lead by 6, 19-13. 13:44 to go. Like the pace of the game. Mike White, right side. Now then, this is Jay Childs, long 3. Shot no good. Rebound by Ochugwu. To Vassar. Quickly across. He'll drive left past the elbow. Holds up. Now then to Ochugwu. He'll drive the ball to the baseline. Inside. They're going to be knocked loose and stolen by Jared Jackson. Transition now for Lincoln Trail. Childs across the 10-second line. In the big circle. Guarded by Vassar. Fires the ball left. This is White. White works it down against Dayton Williams. Backs away near the 10-second line. 8 seconds to shoot here. 13 minutes to go in the first half. Here's a drive by White down the lane. Feeds the ball inside Stover. Stover jump shot rolls off. No. Rebound by Ochugwu. Now then to Vassar. Vassar across the timeline. Goes inside. Callaway for the slam. He slipped behind the defender. He was all alone for the big shot. Off the slam off the left side of the basket. 21-13 Vincennes by 8. 12:36 to go in the half. We're way past the first media timeout. We're ready for the second almost. Up front, this is Jackson. Jackson puts it down against Ochugwu, drives inside, and a foul called. Now we'll have a media timeout. Timeout on the floor. Trailblazer scoreboard, underwritten by Lou Fuse. Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, 1270 South Hart Street Road. Vincennes 21, Lincoln Trail 13. Back in 1 minute.
Support for this station is provided by the Vincennes University Alumni Association. presenting the Alumni Community Series of performances and connecting generations of Trailblazers. Find us on Facebook. Stay connected, share your Trailblazer pride, and learn how your passion can create a lasting impact. Because once a Trailblazer, always a Trailblazer.
Funding for Vincennes University basketball on WVUB is provided through support from Lindsay Wealth Management at 2801 North 6th Street in Vincennes. Lindsay Wealth Management offers financial planning and investment services. More information available at lindsaywealth.com or by phone at 812-316-2079.
Really a great 7.5 minutes to start this ball game. V leads 21-13. There's only been 2 fouls called in the first 7.5 minutes. That's certainly nice. Pace of the game is good. We're getting some big plays. They are as well. So Trailblazers have an 8-point lead over Lincoln Trail. They've had 4 games canceled. A JV game against Milliken on November the 10th, November the 19th against the Greenville JV, and then they were in Burlington, Iowa on January 28th to play Southeastern Iowa and then Minnesota West. And because of weather, that game was canceled. The whole event was canceled, and Junzi wanted to go ahead and play Southeastern Iowa on a Friday, move the game up to like noon and get the game over and drive away. Southeastern would not do that, so they drove all the way to Iowa and then returned to Robinson without having played a game. At the line, Jared Jackson, again, a 66% free throw shooter. He's 2 for 2 in the game. Free throws in the air, and it's good. 21-14. Blazer lead down to 7. Back at the line again. Free throws in the air, and this one's also good by Jackson. Jelani Johnson has checked into the game and replacing Callaway for Vincennes. Vassar doubled up. Now comes to Williams, right side of the point, deep left side to Jelani. 3 ball in the air by Jelani. Off the bench and doing what he does best, airs out the tray. Jelani picks up his 15th tray of the year, and we lead 24-15. This is Childs back across the timeline. We have totally neutralized Mike White so far. He dances on the left side without the ball, backing away as Childs with the left hand. Now lobs the ball off the right side. Here's Jackson. Jackson against Ochugwu to Asher Evans. Evans backs away. Williams has done a great job covering White. He has it now. He'll shoot over the screen, flat, no good. Rebound taken by Dayton Williams. Williams through traffic. Changes direction. Pass comes to the three-quarter court. Inside Malinini. Shot no good. Rebound by Stover. Here go the Statesmen. Left side, Jared Jackson. They pull everybody out away from the basket. They open up the lane. Now then there's Jared Jackson. Passes left. Evans on the weave. And he gets called for a foul. No, it's on Jackson with a screen. That's their third team foul, and we get the second media timeout. Trailblazers scoreboard underwritten by Lou Fuse, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, 1270 South Hart Street Road, Vincennes 24, Lincoln Trail 15, back in 1 minute.
Support for this broadcast is provided by Ewing Printing Company, where they have served the Vincennes area for 107 years, offering graphic design and full-color printing services. Ewing prints and designs a variety of items, including car and truck wraps. They also offer direct mail advertising.
Underwriting support for this Trailblazer broadcast is provided by El Corral Mexican Restaurant and Bar, located at 630 Kimmel Road in Vincennes and 427 West 11th Street in Bicknell. El Corral offers a menu that includes tacos, fajitas, and quesadillas. El Corral opens daily at 11 a.m. at both locations, with takeout available. The Vincennes phone number is 812-895-9422, and in Bicknell, 812-757-4224.
Nice win earlier today by the VU women. They improved to 7-4. They led 43-21 at halftime, scored 30 third-quarter points, put the game completely out of reach, went on to an 85-35 win over the Lincoln Trail women's team, which dropped to 5-7. Natalia Dixon led 4 Lady Blazers in double figures. She scored 17 points. That last foul was on Jared Jackson. That was his second. And their second foul of the game. We've committed only 1. Ball back in play. Vassar on the point. Double screens. He'll drive left by the screen set by Javon Guess, who just came in the game. Now then Ochugwu. One hands the ball from the left hand back to Vassar. Vassar out front. Feeds the ball on the left side to Jelani. And now then here's a hook shot, no good by Guess. Rebound finally comes to the hands of White. White trails up court. Up across the 10-second line. Challenges the right side of the lane. Is cut off by Williams. Back to Jay Childs. MJ Murphy is in the game for Lincoln Trail. And here's a shot down the lane by Childs, but a foul called on Vincennes. This will be on Vassar, his first foul. MJ Murphy, 6-foot freshman, Decatur, Illinois, 3.5 points a game. This will send Childs to the free throw line. An 88% free throw shooter, Jay Childs. Not as good. I asked him before the game if he's related to Adam Childs that played here during 2002-2003. He said he is not. Free throw by Childs. This one's in and out, no good. Rebound by Javon. Adam Childs scored 48 points in the game here against Southeastern Iowa that season. I remember that well. That was electrifying. Here's Vassar, left to Johnson. Jelani, guarded by Evans on the wing. They'll back it out against the zone. Now then Dayton for three from the right side. Off the right, no good. Rebound is a loose ball and scramble for it. Finally will be a taken away by Chugwu. No. They're going to whistle a held ball. The only in possession will go to Vincennes. And Ochugwu will stand just to the left of the LTC bench to inbound the ball. Comes into Vassar. Blazers lead by 8. This is Jelani. Now to Dre. Dre up top against the point. To Jelani for another three. Off no good. I thought that was going to go. Rebound chased down by Williams. No. Couldn't get there. It's out of bounds to Lincoln Trail. So we have Jelani Johnson, Javon Guest, Dre Vassar, Dayton Williams, and Prince Ochugwu on the floor for Vincennes as we move toward and past the 10-minute mark in the first half. This is Jay Childs. He'll drive on Vassar to the right elbow. Now backs away, sweeps around to the left near the baseline from the left of the lane. Gets the ball to Murphy. Murphy to Childs. Childs in the lane against Vassar to Mike White. White will drive it up inside. Gets Williams off his feet. Ball deflected away. Taken down by Vassar. Vassar to Prince and overthrown and out of bounds. Turnover goes back to Lincoln Trail. First game between these teams was in 1976 and VU won 81-77 in Robinson. And this is the 91st meeting between the two teams. Up across the 10-second line. In control is Murphy. Murphy will drive right against Ochugwu. Lobs the ball back out to White. White working against the screen. Pulls from 15. Shot is good. And that's the first basket of the game by the 10th leading scorer in the country, Mike White, with 9:20 to play in the first half. Vassar across the timeline. There's a pass in the middle to Guess. Turnaround shot from 15 is good. From Vassar to Guess. And guess what? He gets a basket. 26-18. Blazers by 8. Murphy over on the right side. Pushes the ball to Childs. Guarded by Vassar. Brings it back away from the defender. Now then to the big circle. In the hands of White. White will take Williams to the elbow. Turns his back on the basket. Can't develop into Stover. Stover turns, hooks, and flat. No good. Rebound. Taken by Guess, who got between the shot and the basket. This is Vassar to Dayton Williams. Williams comes back to Dre. Dre had a notion. He'll drive the left elbow deep to the right side. To Ochugwu to Vassar for three. Rims off deep. Rebound by Jelani. Passes the ball back out to Williams. Now to Vassar. Vassar stands with it. One hands the ball to Ochugwu. Jelani. Now it comes from Vassar into Guess. Guess will post up. Now then to Jelani for three. Too strong left. The rebound by Stover. Here's Childs in transition. He'll drive the ball the length of the court. Puts a shot up and scores. Nice job by Jay Childs. 1-on-1. His third point. Blazer lead is down to 6. 26-20. Ochugwu, Vassar. Comes high post to Guess. He'll go in against Vassar. And Vassar can't defend him. Well, I thought he got some touch there the first time. Guess got the shot down. We get a foul called. Foul is on Stover. That's his first. Guess gets the basket. And we get the under 8 media timeout. Timeout on the floor. Trailblazer scoreboard underwritten by Lou Fuse. Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, 1270 South Hart Street Road. Vincennes 28, Lincoln Trail 20. Back in 1 minute.
Support for this broadcast is provided by the Good Samaritan Hospital Foundation, which through the generosity of its donors provides financial assistance for patients, community health projects, technology, and scholarships. The GSH Foundation office is at 328 North 2nd Street, Suite 201. The phone number is 812-885-3192. Underwriting for this broadcast is provided by Memring Motorplex, Hart Street, and Highway 41 in Vincennes. Memring sells new Chevrolet and Nissan cars, trucks, and SUVs. Memring also services all makes and models. Memring's inventory of new and used vehicles is available online at memringmotorplex.com or at the dealership. Memring Motorplex is open Monday through Saturday at 1949 Hart Street in Vincennes.
Well, Blazers lead 28-20 on this cold afternoon. Fortunately, we don't have the snow that they're getting north of us. I asked the officials if they had any problems getting here, and only Darius Box from Decatur, Illinois, he would have probably driven through the snow to get here, but they said they had no problems. Ray Jones from Centrillion, Tyler Seaver from Lebanon, Illinois, and that's straight across, and I think that's not in the snow coverage area. Here's Guest at the line, attempting for a three-point play. Shots in the air, and this one's good by Javon. He has 5 points off the bench, stretching the lead, 29-20 Vincennes. Bringing it across the timeline is Childs. Childs looks to Murphy, but he goes right with the ball to the sideline. Guarded by Vassar. Inside, here's a post up by White. Turns, shoots off the glass, no, but a foul on Dayton Williams. Dayton's played really good defense against White so far, but now then White draws Dayton into his first foul of the ball game. This will be a shooting foul for Mike White. As you might imagine, he's also an extremely good free throw shooter as well, hitting 81%. He had 38 against Columbia State on October 31st. Free throw by White is good. They issued Columbia State one of their two losses. We beat Columbia State the next night, and they have not lost since, and we play them on January 3rd at 1 o'clock in the afternoon in Columbia, Tennessee. Here's White at the line. He got them both. He now has 4 points on the day. Makes it 29-22. Blazer lead is 7. Dayton, they extend the pressure now in the zone to the 10-second line. We get it across. This is Williams to Vassar. Vassar, guarded on the left side by Jared Jackson. Flies a three. Got it. High looping three-point shot by Dre Vassar. Our fourth tray of the game, and Vassar flies his 24th three of the year. Back to a 10-point double-digit lead. This is White on the wing, guarded again by Williams. He'll work Williams inside. Tries to draw him off his feet at the baseline. Can't do it. Passes all back sideline to Jackson. Now then to White again. White turns, follow-away shot. Too strong right. Rebound by Vassar. Vassar quickly up the floor against Childs. Left to Callaway. Callaway on the wing. Back out to Vassar. Vassar will drive the ball to the lane. Fall away from 15. Rims off, no. Block out rebound by Jalen Ellis. To Childs. He'll drive it across quickly. With the right hand to the right, slashes across the point. Now then to Jackson. Jackson back to White. White slowly near the 10-second line. Now swings to the right with the dribble, drops the ball off to Childs. Childs, left hand in the lane, gets by Vassar, falls down, and a held ball will belong to, I think, Vincennes. Let's see. No, it's going to stay Robinson ball. Lincoln Trail basketball. Blazer lead is 10, 6.5 to go in the first half. Into Childs. Up top, White for three. In and out, no good. Rebound, Malinini in mid lane. Hands the ball to Callaway, who gives it up to Vassar. Vassar, Dre on the wing. He'll pop for another three. This one's no good. Right side rebound by White. Behind the crowd, across the timeline. Left to the right hand. He'll drive across the point against Malinini. Inside, a leaner and a foul on Malinini. Lorenzo gets his first foul. Will send Mike White back to the free throw line. He averaged 14 points a game a year ago. He was in double figures 16 times last season. Been in double figures already 10 times this year. Free throw is no good by White. This is the last game of the first half of the season. Free throw by White for both teams. And free throw no good again. Malinini gets the rebound. And Lincoln Trail, they have finals next week. Across the timeline, this is Vassar. Drives left to the point outside the arc. Now then to Callaway. Callaway. Out front into Malinini. A low pass. Malinini has trouble hanging on the ball. Now he turns it over. Got to give Callaway that turnover there. He threw that ball too low for Malinini. It's a long way down from where he stands at 6'8". 32-22. Blazer lead is 10. Here's Childs across the timeline. Deep to the right side. Now out front, Jared Jackson. Works the dribble down against Guest. Takes him into the lane. Gets under Guest. Puts it up and scores. Nice job by Jared Jackson. And he's got 10 points. 10 of their 24. Blazer lead is only 8. This is Vassar. Again, facing the zone 2 in, or 2 out rather. To Callaway. Callaway now then to Vassar. Vassar. Right side to Williams in the middle. Guest from the elbow, and shot's no good, but Guest is fouled by Jalen Ellis. That'll be his first personal foul, only the 4th foul called on Lincoln Trail. They've got 5 on the board, so I missed one somewhere. Here's Guest at the free throw line, already 1 for 1 on a 3-point play earlier. Free throw by Javon is no good. Came into the game hitting only 42%. Stover checks in and replaces Jalen Ellis. This will put Javon back at the free throw line. The freshman from Indianapolis Warren Central. The only Hoosier on the VU team. Shots in the air by Javon. This one's no good either. Rebound by White. Free throw shooting is not our strong point so far this season. Here's White. Now then Childs. Childs left to White. He'll unload a 3 over Williams. Got it. Mike White gets his first tray of the game. He's got 7 points now. White gets his 26th 3-point basket of the year. Callaway inside 5 to go in the first half. Dayton Williams back to Callaway. He'll unload a tray. It's got the range. Skims across the basket. Rebound taken off the right side by Williams. Dayton backs it out. This is Vassar. Vassar again to Callaway. The ball deflected by Asher Evans. Evans dials after the loose ball and cannot control it. Rolls out of bounds after he touched it last. Great hustle there by Asher Evans. The kid from Evansville Wrights. With 4:36 to go in the half, our lead is only 5, 32-27. Callaway gets time to tie his shoe. Now drop the ball into Vassar. Splits the big circle at the point. Drives by the double screens to the right. Now out front. Here's Guest to Callaway. Shot fake. Callaway inside the arc a couple of steps. Now Vassar for 3. Shot no good off the iron. Rebound on the block out by Jackson. And they can get within 2 points on this possession. Ball dropped off by Childs into the hands of Jackson. Stands in the big circle. Brings it up. Goes left against the screen. In toward the lane and gets fouled by Guest. 2 free throws. Javon gets his first foul. This will send Jared Jackson back to the line for the 5th and 6th time in the game. He's already got 10 points. He can make it a 3-point game with 4:07 to go in the half. Shots in the air, and this one is good by Jackson. We led 16-8 at one point. 32-28. One more free throw here by Jackson. It's in the air. This one is no good. Easy rebound by Williams. To Vassar. Across the timeline. Sets it up from the point. From the big circle right to Williams. Back to Vassar. Vassar challenges to step in. Now then to Callaway. Back to Vassar. Vassar back to Williams in the middle of Guest. From the elbow. Jump shot by Guest. Rims off. No. Rebound White. He'll bring it to the half court. Left side to Jared Jackson. Jackson back to White against Williams. He will drive Williams inside the arc to the left. Now backs it out. Jackson back to White. White will take the ball in the lane. He tries to lean inside. Lost the handle of the ball. Williams fell down, and White gets a gimme. White now with 9, 32-30. 3:26 to go in the half. We have not trailed at halftime in any game this season. There's Vassar. Works the ball on the point. Comes right side to Williams. Now then deep left to Callaway. We need to get a little momentum going here. Here's Vassar back to Williams. He'll drive right against White. Inside out. Now then to Guest. Puts a shot up short. Puts it back up and scores. Good job by Guest on that second effort because he had some bodies against it. 34-30 Vincennes. Childs walks it across. Hands the ball off to Jackson. Stands in the big yellow circle. Puts it down with the left hand. Goes to the left outside there. 3 ball by Jackson is juggled down. Would not stay. Rebound by Vincennes off the right side by Callaway. Now then to Dre Vassar. Had a notion for 3. He'll drive it into the lane. Tripled up. Bounces outside to Williams. 4-3. For good. Dayton Williams drills his second tray, our 5th of the game. 37-30. Blazers back up by 7. 2:29 to play in the first half of the game. White. Again, guarded by Williams. He'll take it by the screen set by Stover. Jump shot from the left elbow. Shot no good. Rebound off the bounce. Loose ball retrieved by Stover. Now then back to White. From Childs. Free 3-ball is good by Jared Jackson. He had all the time in the world as the defense didn't shift in time to pick it up. And Jackson picks up his 11th tray of the year. 37-33. Yes, left side to Callaway. Callaway now then to Dre. Dayton Williams, Vassar, left side to Callaway. Callaway, long 3 is good. Jalen Callaway drills his second tray of the day. That's his 14th of the year. 40-33 Vincennes. 1:40 to play in the half. Now then Stover hands the ball back to White. White looking to use the screen. He tries to get by Williams. Still works it back to the right. Now we'll get under Williams. Moves it back out to Childs. Childs again to White. White, fall away shot over Dayton Williams is good by White. Yeah, we're seeing why he's the number 10 player in the country in scoring. Started slow, but he's got 9 points now. 40-35. Blazer lead is 5. 1:14 to go in the half. This is Williams in the middle from Vassar to Guess. Yes, had a notion. One time down, comes back to Vassar. To Callaway from the corner. Shot no good, short on the left side. Rebound by White. Here come the Statesmen with a high dribble. Across the 10-second line. Now changes to the left hand. Drives in against Malinini. Gets under Malinini. Puts it up. No. Rebound hauled down by Dayton. Lead pass. Callaway all the way inside. Mistimed the slam, but he gets fouled by Jared Jackson. I've got Jared Jackson now with 3 fouls. And that's not a good thing for Lincoln Trail because he's got 14 of their 35 points. Now we get the final media timeout of the first half with 47 seconds to go. Trailblazer scoreboard unwritten by Lou Fuse. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep Ram, 1270 South Hart Street Road. Vincennes leads 40-35. Back in 1 minute.
Funding for Vincennes University basketball on WVUB is provided through support from Vincennes Water Utilities at 403 Busserin Street. Vincennes Water Utilities offers various payment options, including paperless billing and 24-hour online access. Office hours are 7:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday, and the phone number is 812-882-7877.
Support for WVUB is provided by Byron Bopes Pizza House, 812 Main in Vincennes. Open 7 days a week and featuring dine-in, carry-out, and delivery services. Online ordering is available at bopespizza.net.
Welcome back. Blazers by 5. Want to thank Andy Morrison for giving up his Saturday afternoon. He could be out building a snowman, decorating the Christmas tree, baking a cake, but he's here in the studio pushing buttons, and his compadre Dane Foley, who also works in the studio to operate the controls while we broadcast the games. We have Vassar and Williams and Malinini and Callaway and Jelani Johnson on the floor. Stover along with Asher Evans. Murphy is back in the game. White, of course, and Jay Childs. This will be Callaway stepping in to shoot 2 free throws. There for the first time today, he has a total of 8 points. He can get to double figures. He's a 70% shooter. First one's in the air, and it's good by Jalen Callaway. Callaway averaged 6.4 points a game a year ago and 3 rebounds. This season so far, averaging 11 points, 4 rebounds a game, and 2.5 assists. Jalen Callaway. Chicago, Lincoln Park. Free throws in the air, and this one's also good by Jalen. He has 10. 42-35. Blazers by 7. This is a pesky Lincoln Trail team. Childs across the timeline. On the left side. Feeds the ball down low left to White. White against Dayton Williams. Goes across the lane, now backs it out. To Murphy. Murphy. Again to Childs. He'll slash across the lane. Gets under inside. Now Asher Evans. Nice reverse by Asher Evans. to pick up his 7th point. 42-37. We'll go for one here. Vassar across the timeline. We're going to have the lead at halftime for the 13th straight game. 10 seconds to play. Jelani to Dre. Now then back to Williams to Jelani. Malinini to Williams for a long three. Shot off the iron at the buzzer is no good. And that's the first half of this basketball game. Halftime score here at the PE Complex. On the Trailblazers scoreboard, underwritten by Lou Fuse, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, 1270 South Hart Street Road. It's number 1 ranked Vincennes University 42, Lincoln Trail 37. Back after we recognize our broadcast underwriting sponsors.
It's halftime. We'll rejoin the WVUB Blazer 91.1 broadcast in just a moment. This exclusive broadcast of Vincennes University basketball is brought to you by underwriting support from
Wolf Construction Company,
Vincennes Water Utilities,
El Corral Mexican Restaurant and Bar,
Good Samaritan Hospital, provider of VU Athletic Training Services,
Lindsay Wealth Management,
Lou Fuse, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram,
First Vincennes Savings Bank,
Robin Montgomery and John Yoakum, FC Tucker Imge,
Herman Family Dentistry,
Walker Hughes Insurance,
Buffalo Wild Wings,
Ewing Printing,
the Vincennes University Alumni Association and Foundation,
Ubilar GMC Cadillac in Vincennes,
Holmes Plumbing,
Byron Bob's Pizza House,
Memory Motorplex,
the Vincennes Laundromat,
Jimmy John's,
German American Bank,
Goodwin Seavers Family Funeral Home,
Cantwell Shortstop and Cantwell Service Center,
Culver's Restaurant,
and the Good Samaritan Hospital Foundation.
Now, back to the WVUB Blazer 91.1 broadcast for halftime stats and comments.
Well, a successful day so far. The Lady Blazers win earlier 85-35, and we're up 42-37 at halftime in the men's game. For the ladies today, 4 players in double figures. Natalia Dixon scored 17 points for the VU women in winning their 7th game of the season, their 2nd straight district game. Iris Comasana had 16 points, 14 by Jennifer Rieksta, and 11-point game out of Zion Hayes. She was a starter, as was Rieksta and Comasana. Dixon's 17 leading points came off the bench. The Lady Blazers led 43-21 at halftime and blew the game way wide open with a 30-8 blast in the third quarter. Again, they're 7-4. They're back in action here on Monday night against Danville. You can follow the game with Dan on WVUB and on Blazer Vision as well. We lead 42-37 at the break on the Trailblazers scoreboard, underwritten by Lou Fuse, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. I'll be back after this 2-minute break on WVUB.
Support for this broadcast provided by Cantwell Shortstop, 625 Kimmel Road, and Cantwell Service Center, Washington Avenue and St. Clair. Selling Marathon and Sunoco gas and oil products. Both locations are open 24/7 and serve hot lunch items, 11 until 2 daily. Cantwell Shortstop and Cantwell Service Center, serving Vincennes since 1968.
Support for Trailblazer basketball on WVUB is provided by Goodwin Seavers Family Funeral Home, 524 Broadway. Serving Knox and Davies counties is a funeral service and cremation provider. Goodwin Seavers Family Funeral Home offers services that will help tell the story of a life, with service options that honor each family's traditions and wishes.
Underwriting support for this broadcast is provided by Holmes Plumbing Supply, 1690 Hart Street in Vincennes. They do complete bathroom remodeling projects and feature Lennox systems and Bradford White water heaters. They also do sewer line installation. Their phone number is 812-882-1865. Funding for this broadcast is provided by Wolf Construction Company, 2724 Washington Avenue. They offer new residential and commercial construction plus renovation services. Wolf's current projects include work at the Red Skelton Museum and Godare Hall on the VU campus, Good Samaritan Hospital, and Lincoln High School. The phone number for Wolf Construction Company is 812-882-2260.
Support for this broadcast is provided by Culver's Restaurant at 7 Executive Boulevard in Vincennes. Culver's menu features chicken sandwiches and tenders, cheese curds, and onion rings. Culver's is open 10:30 a.m. until 10:30 p.m. daily.
Again, welcome back, everybody, to the VUP complex where the Trailblazers have the lead over Lincoln Trail, 42-37. Here's the way the scoring went in the first half. For Lincoln Trail, Mike White, 10th leading scorer in the country, got off to a slow start, but now has 11 points on 4 field goals and 2 free throws in the first half. Also, Jay Childs had 1 basket, 1 for 2 from the line, scored 3 points. Jared Jackson, 4 field goals, including 1 of their 3 trays. 5 out of 6 from the free throw line, has 14 to lead all scorers in the game so far. He also has 3 personal fouls. MJ Murphy played in the first half, did not score. Asher Evans has 3 field goals, including 1 tray, scored 7 points. Michael Stover in the first half picked up a single field goal, scored 2 points for the Statesmen. They were 8 out of 12 from the free throw line in the first 20 minutes of the game and committed a total of 5 personal fouls in the first half. For Vincennes, Dre Vassar has a field goal from 2-point range and 1 of our 6 first half trays, a total of 5 points. Jalen Calloway has 3 field goals, including 2 trays, 2 for 2 from the line, and leads VU in scoring with 10. Dayton Williams has 3 field goals, including 2 trays, 1 for 2 from the line, scored 9 points. Jelani Johnson, a 3-point basket. Alex Monteith, a single 2-point basket. Prince Ochugwu played, did not score. Javon Guest, 3 field goals, 1 for 3 from the foul line, off the bench, 7 points. And Lorenzo Malanini, 3 field goals and 6 points in the first half of the game. Blazers lead on the Trailblazers scoreboard, underwritten by Lou Fuse. Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, 1270 South Hart Street Road, 4237. I will return with This Week in Trailblazer History after this 2-minute timeout on WVUB.
Support for this broadcast is provided by First Vincennes Savings Bank with inside banking locations at 615 Kimmel Road and 2612 North 6th Street, plus ATM services at 3rd and Vigo, Kimmel Road, and ITM service in Monroe City. More information is available at frsb.net and by phone at 812-885-9018. Member FDIC.
Support for this broadcast is provided by Robin Montgomery and John Yoakum, FC Tucker Emge. They represent residential and commercial listings and sales in Southern Indiana and Southern Illinois. The FC Tucker Emge office is at 2801 North 6th Street, Suite B. The phone numbers are 812-881-7509 for Robin Montgomery and 812-887-8669 for John Yoakum.
Support for this broadcast is provided by Walker Hughes Insurance, 509 Main Street, formerly United Insurance Services, serving Southern Indiana and Illinois businesses and families since 1903 by representing Auto Owners Insurance Company, among many other carriers. They can be reached at 882-3560 or online at walkerhughes.com.
Broadcast support is provided by Buffalo Wild Wings, located at 2407 North 6th Street in Vincennes, where every day is game day. Buffalo Wild Wings has TVs available for viewing a variety of sports and games, along with their shareable menu items. Buffalo Wild Wings is open daily.
Support for WVUB is provided by Good Samaritan. This season, give yourself the gift of good health. Find a provider who fits your needs at Good Samaritan for care you can count on all year long. Visit gshvi.org/find a provider.
Right now watching an elementary school game. I think these kids are North Knox kids, I believe, if I can see the North Knox or South Knox. But what a big deal for these little kids to run them down this 94-foot floor for 5 minutes at halftime and get to play where the big guys play. I'm sure that's something they'll remember. It's time now for This Week in Trailblazer History, underwritten by the Vincennes University Alumni and Foundation, located at 3rd and College on the VU campus. On December 13th, 2014, the undefeated Trailblazers recovered from a 49-42 halftime deficit to defeat Shawnee 85-76 on the road in Ulin, Illinois. Charles Foster at 10 for 13 free throw attempts led the scoring with 20 points. A.J. Patty added 17. Keith Clemens had 16 points, and Jalen Nansen netted 11. VU capped an undefeated 30-0 season with an 89-71 win over Kaskaskia. We beat Lewis and Clark and Kaskaskia in the region tournament before losing 105-98 in overtime to John Logan in the Region 24 championship game. After an 80-68 win over Cochise, Arizona in the opening round at Hutchinson, the Blazers season ended with an 80-68 loss to eventual runner-up South Plains, Texas. Foster played one season at East Carolina and then transferred to Kentucky Wesleyan. This week in Trailblazer history, underwritten by the Vincennes University Alumni Association and Foundation, located at 3rd and College on the VU campus. We lead 42-37 back in 1 minute on WVUB.
This Trailblazer broadcast is supported by Ular Cadillac GMC, Himmel Road in Vincennes. They sell new and used Cadillac and GMC vehicles, plus other makes and models, and also have an automotive service department. More information is available at ularvincennes.com. Ular, where customers send their friends since 1929.
Underwriting for this broadcast is provided by Herman Family Dentistry, a full-service family dental office located at 608 South Quail Run Road in Vincennes. Doctors Eric Herman, Lynn Stein, Karen Shank, John Anderson, and their team provide dental services including veneers, dentures, implants, and more. Appointment information for Herman Family Dentistry is available at 812-882-1572.
Oh, the elementary kids were from South Knox, so big deal for them. Vincennes hit 50%, 16 out of 32 in the first half, 40%, 6 out of 15 from three-point range. Had a total of 20 rebounds, out-rebounded Lincoln Trail 20-13. But Lincoln Trail not bad, 13 out of 27 from the floor, 48%. They had all 8 free throws in the first 20 minutes. And again, they had 13 rebounds, only 2 turnovers, and we had only 2 turnovers in the game as well. A very clean, quick played first half of basketball. The biggest lead was by 10 points with 7:28 to go in the first half, and Lincoln Trail has never led in this game. 42-37, the score on the Trailblazer scoreboard, and written by Lou Fuse. Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, 1270 South Hart Street Road. We'll take a look at the region schedule today, the standings, and the top 25 teams when I return after this 1-minute timeout on WVUB.
Trailblazer basketball on WVUB is underwritten by the Vincennes Laundromat, 1815 North 6th Street. They offer drop-off, pickup, or delivery services in addition to washers and dryers for customer use. The Vincennes Laundromat is open 7 a.m. until last wash at 9 p.m. daily. Their phone number is 812-316-0415.
Support for this broadcast is provided by Jimmy John's at 2361 North 6th Street in Vincennes and 2402 East National Highway in Washington. Jimmy John's offers sandwiches and wraps for dine-in, pickup, and delivery. They also have catering services available. More information is available online and through their app.
Welcome back. Today in region play, in addition to Lincoln Trail here at Vincennes, John Logan playing right now at Wabash Valley. Shawnee down at Rend Lake. That's, of course, a non-region game. Rend Lake is Division II. Olney Central at Lakeland, and Kaskaskia on the road over in Belleville at Southwestern Illinois. Now, they're coming up next week. Southwestern will play at Rend Lake. Lakeland will be at home against William Rainey Harper out of Chicago. John Logan has a Tuesday home game against Three Rivers. Lakeland back in action against Mineral Area on the 17th on Wednesday. And Parkland will be in to play at Olney Central also on Wednesday. And then the final Region 2014 to play this year will be Swick at Mineral Area next Friday on December the 19th. Again, we'll pick up the season on January the 2nd against Roane State from Harriman, Tennessee. At Columbia, Tennessee, in the Columbia State Classic, we'll play the host Chargers the very next day. That'll be an afternoon game at 1 o'clock Vincennes time. Taking a look at the top 25 teams in the country. Vincennes, of course, as I've reiterated. Logan, by the way, leads 36-26 at halftime. Thanks to my correspondent, Nick Nielsen, who's probably watching about 10 games at once. Vincennes ranked number 1, Snow, Utah, ranked number 2. They beat Western Nebraska last night, 127-91. Midland, Texas is idle this week until January the 2nd, ranked number 3. On Wednesday night, number 4 Trinity Valley beat Angelina 61-56. Last night, number 5 Northwest Florida State beat number 12 Jones, Mississippi 72-62 at Gulf Coast. Gulf Coast last night beat Southwest Mississippi 99-78. Indian Hills ranked number 7 on Wednesday beat McCook, Nebraska 95-62. Thursday night, number 8 Chipola defeated Gordon State 85-75. Last night, number 9 Howard won at Redlands in Oklahoma by a score of 85-71. And last night in New York City, number 10 Daytona State beat host Monroe by a score of 73-59. to 62. The only two teams to lose this week, besides Jones last night, is Barton, ranked number 20, losing on Tuesday to Fort Hays State. Number 21, Dodge City, losing on Wednesday to Hutchinson. And with that, we are ready to start the second half of this basketball game here at the PE Complex. 20 more minutes of action, and this is a close one. Got to give Lincoln Trail credit. They have not been intimidated. We got off to a 16-8 start. They've stayed within striking distance, and that's where they are here at the end of the first half of this game. The possession to start the second half will belong to Vincennes. Still huddled around Coach Franklin. And now we're ready for action. So Vassar, Williams, Montees, Malinini, and Callaway to start the second half. And they'll go the same lineup as well: White, Childs, Jackson, Evans, and Ellis. Here we go. Second half underway at the PE Complex. This is Vassar against the two-out zone. Drives by the screen, inside the arc of step, now Montees. Out front, Vassar. Now then to Williams. Williams passes the ball up to Callaway. Inside to Malinini. He's doubled up as he tries to post up. Feeds the ball back out to Callaway. Callaway to Williams. Shot clock at 10. Here's Vassar, deep right side. Montees loops the ball back to Vassar, deflected into Vassar's hands. Now then Williams for three. Left-handed three shot, no good off the iron. Rebound. Hauled down by Jalen Ellis. They've got a chance to get within one possession here. This is White. Runs by the screen, actually ran into his own man. Pushes the ball short to Jared Jackson. Jackson on the weave to Evans. Evans sweeps to the right, now then to White, and threw it out of bounds. White may have lost sight of the ball because Williams was in the way there, defending White. And here comes Vassar back for Vincennes, up across the 10-second line. In between the circles, down with the dribble outside the arc, now then Malinini. Swings the ball to Montees. Montees backs the ball out to Vassar. Left to Callaway. Callaway on the arc. Again, against the zone. Right side to Williams. The zone certainly speeds up the game. This is Callaway inside to Malinini, and the ball off the foot of Jared Jackson out of bounds. Puts a new 20 on the clock. Montees will inbound the ball. Left side into the basket. Looking for the cutter. Comes into Vassar, deep in the left corner. Vassar sweeps to the lane. Now inside out. This is Montees for three. Got it. We needed that. That's his first tray of the game and our fifth player to get a three-pointer in the game. 45-37. There's a sweep inside under the basket. Childs now brings it back out. Right side on the wing. Childs still controls. Here's Asher on the weave to the right elbow. Now he'll spin back to the left. Again to Childs. They're trying to open up the lane to White. White works against Williams. Fall away shot by White is good. Boy, I tell you, it's fun to watch a guy that can score like that. White is 6'3". Williams is 6'5". And Williams on the right side to Montees. Now then to Vassar. Gray gets the screen from Malinini to go right. Outside the arc. Now then Malinini to Montees. Bounces the ball back off to Vassar, left to Callaway. Now then to Vassar. Montees, another three. Too long, off the back of the iron. Rebound Williams back inside. Shot no good. Rebound taken down on the run by Jared Jackson. Now then to Asher Evans for three. Not going to go. Rims off deep. Retrieved by Michael White for the reset of the backcourt. White stands right of the circle. With the dribble guarded by Williams. Runs around the screen. Still working against the screen set by Ellis. Now brings it down the lane. Shot blocked by Williams. Saved by Williams, going out of bounds into the hands of Vassar. Down quickly. Vassar puts a shot up. Scores! Great transition basketball. And White was shaken up on that play. He's still trying to shake it off. He went hard to the deck under the basket. In the middle comes to Jackson. Jackson works the ball against Montees. Down the lane, tries to draw him. Bends low with it, passes the ball back. Taken away by Williams. Williams on the left side to Vassar. Inside off the glass. Can't get the drop, but he's fouled. He should get two here. The foul is called on White, trying to recover defensively in that VU transition. This is going to put Vassar at the line. An 86% free throw shooter, the Blazers, with an 8-point lead, can bump it to 10 here if Vassar converts twice. His first time at the line tonight. Dre had 5 first-half points. There's number 6. 48-39. I'm impressed with Lincoln Trail. They play hard, and they've stuck in there. They've got 3 guys out, including Amir Eichelberger, a 6'6" freshman from Atlanta, averaging 6.5, 5.5 points a game. He's one of their key players. Free throws in the air, and it's good by Vassar. And also not playing is Kenny Hunter, a 6'5" freshman, Aberdeen, Maryland, averaging just under 8 points a game. So they got some weapons that are not in the lineup. Also including Mason Baker, 6'6" freshman from Winston-Salem. This is Mike White. We got 3 guys out as well. This is White, pulls up inside there, blocked by, oh, foul on Williams. Dayton picks up his second foul. Had to be a wrist involved there. This will put White at the line. That's almost, well, it's almost a gimme for White, but he's 2 for 4 in this game. Foul is severe, tells Coach Franklin, you're right behind it, I'm looking right through it. Free throw is in the air, and it's good by White. And I was talking to Greg Jones before the game. We were talking about tennis. I'm a tennis official. I said sometimes the coaches will be on the baseline and see the ball on the baseline and I make an out call when the ball might have actually been in, but I'm the one making the call. That's just the way it goes. They saw the ball better than I did, but I'm using my best judgment in making the call when you're 40 feet away. This is Williams, 8-point Blazer lead. Vassar, now then to Montees, back to Vassar. Swings it left to Callaway against the zone. They've stayed in that zone. Williams will get under the defender, goes up inside and scores against Ellis. That's his second 2-point basket. He's got 2 trays. And Williams now with 11 points on the day. 51-41. White slashes across the point. Works it down with the dribble. Gets the screen from Ellis to drive left, slips and falls. We're going to get Williams on a trip. That's the 3rd foul on Dayton. And now it's 15:59 on the clock, and that brings up the first immediate timeout of the second half. The Blazers lead 51-41. On the Trailblazers scoreboard, underwritten by Lou Fuse, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Back in 1 minute on WVUB.
This broadcast is underwritten by German American Bank, a financial company offering banking, insurance, and wealth management services to individuals, families, and businesses. German American Bank serves customers in Indiana and Kentucky. More information about services and locations available at GermanAmerican.com.
Support for this station is provided by the Vincennes University Foundation. At VU, your passion meets our purpose. The foundation assists alumni and friends in turning their love for learning, the arts and sciences, or technology into a legacy that supports student success. Together, we're creating opportunities for the next generation of trailblazers, because once a trailblazer, always a trailblazer.
WVUB Vincennes, a proud part of Vincennes University Broadcasting.
WVUB, the voice of the Trailblazers. Since 1994, that's when I began my broadcasting for VU after a long stint otherwise. My 53rd year, January 15th, 1972, when I started broadcasting in Vincennes. This is Lincoln Trail ball. Comes in to Childs at the point. Guarded by Vassar, left of the point between the circles, runs around the screen set by Ellis. Now across the lane, looking to develop, can't do it. To White. White, guarded by Prince Ochugwu. He'll take him into the lane, a leaner inside. White shot no good. He pushes it back up. It gets bumped. Let's see if they give him 2 here. The foul is called on Malinini. That's his second foul, I think. White is at the free throw line. Free throw is good. Now Malinini had a first half foul. He leaves in favor of Prince Ochugwu. White gets his 5th out of 7 free throws in the game. 51-42. Free throws in the air, and this is also good by White. So Montees and Vassar and Ochugwu and Guest and Callaway are the Blazers. Montees, now then to Vassar. Vassar, deep left. This is Callaway. To Vassar at the point. Feed inside to Guest. Guest gets under the defender, goes up and scores against Michael Stover. Nice job by Guess. He's got 9 in the game today. 53-43, Blazers by 10. Here's a drive left down the lane by Childs. Shot blocked by Vassar out of bounds. Vassar gets his second block shot of the season. Baseline left. It'll be inbounded by Jared Jackson. 15-14 to play in the game. Blazers trying to gain their 13th straight win. This is White. Long three. Shot off the air, no good. Rebound taken off the right side by Callaway. Jalen with the left hand across the timeline. Passes left to Vassar. Vassar up on the wing. Puts it down with authority. Back to Callaway. Deep right side to Ochugwu. Prince works outside with the left hand. Now then to Vassar. Left to the point. Feeds the ball right side to Ochugwu. Back to Vassar. Vassar will drive left. Fires the ball to Callaway. Callaway inside the arc. In the lane, he will lift the ball to the basket and got it down. Ball was reluctant. Callaway pulled the string. Picks up his 12th point. 55-43, our biggest lead of the game. Now that Jared Jackson, Asher Evans, works the ball around the perimeter, gives it up to Jackson. Guarded by Montees. Here's Jared, now brings it back safely for the reset. Works it on the point. He'll drive right at the elbow. Turns his back against Montees. He'll try to work it in. Still trying to post up. Lost the handle of the ball. Saved by White. Here's White. Turnaround shot is good by Mike White. And that gives him 19 points. He's going to get his average. 55-45. I mentioned that Jay Childs is not related to Adam Childs. They played here in 2003. Here's his Vassar inside the arc. Here's a pass left to Callaway. Callaway had a notion. He'll drive right. Off the move. Jump shot right side's good by Callaway. That's a tough shot. I told Jay Childs, I said, well, Adam Childs scored 48 points in a game here against Southeastern Iowa. I said, that's your challenge today. He just laughed. This is Jay Childs. Pushes the ball right to White. White spins across the lane. Inside. Puts a shot up against Jubu and scores. I tell you what, this kid is unstoppable. 21 now. 10 in the second half. He's going to get 30. Across the time, Taylor Groves, Volunteer State, is the most points scored against us in the game this season. He had 24-25. Right side to Ochugwu. Now then, Vassar to Callaway against the zone. Back out to Dre. 10-point Blazer lead. Dre, jump shot from 15 is no good. Rebound is saved by Ochugwu. I think we're going to get a foul here called on Lincoln Trail. This is on Mike White. That's only his second foul. Checking in will be Michael Stover. He'll replace Jalen Ellis. 7 minutes into the second half. Prince will inbound the ball. Drops it into Dre. Vassar with the left hand away from the defender. Works the arc outside. Now then from the point left comes from Montees to Ochugwu. Ochugwu hands the ball back to Vassar. Looking inside. Works the dribble away from the point. Now we get the foul low away from the ball. This may go against Stover or let's see. Yeah, it's on Michael Stover. Trying to work for position under the basket. It's his second foul. That's only the third of the second half. This will put Ochugwu out of bounds for Vincennes. Drops it into Guess. Guarded by Stover. Guess will post him up. He will turn back against Stover. Puts a shot up. Banks it offside the backboard. No good. Rebound by Stover. Good job by Stover there not to get involved in a foul. This is White. He'll drive by Ochugwu. Down the lane, fall away shot from 15 is good by White. You can't stop that. You can't. That fall away jump shot that he has at 6'5", you cannot stop that. 57-49. This is Montees. You hope you put enough pressure on him that he misses the mark. But he's on fire right now. On the near side, Callaway against the zone. Feeds it back outside. This is Vassar. Vassar will drive it up inside. Fall away. No, pushes the ball back to Callaway. Now Montees straight on for three. Got it. Alex steps up for his second tray of the day. Our 8th three-pointer of the game. VU leads 60-49. Ball comes left side. This is Jay Childs. Childs guarded by Vassar. Still working it. Runs by the screen set by Stover. Puts a shot up. Shot no good. Rebound. Taken down by Callaway to Vassar. Across the timeline. He will drive into the lane left. Callaway for three from the left corner. Oh, I thought it was going to go. Rims off. into the hands of Ochugwu, who gets it off the glass on the right side. 13-point Blazer lead. I believe that's the biggest lead. And timeout called by Junzi Cott. 11:19 to play in the basketball game. Trailblazer scoreboard underwritten by Lou Fuse, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, 1270 South Hart Street Road, Vincennes 62, Lincoln Trail 49. Back in a minute.
Funding for Vincennes University basketball on WVUB is provided through support from Lindsay Wealth Management at 2801 North 6th Street in Vincennes. Lindsay Wealth Management offers financial planning and investment services. More information available at lindsaywealth.com or by phone at 812-316-2079.
Support for this broadcast is provided by Ewing Printing Company, where they have served the Vincennes area for 107 years, offering graphic design and full-color printing services. Ewing prints and designs brochures, signs, and banners. The phone number for Ewing Printing is 812-882-2415.
Once again, everybody, welcome back to the Vincennes University VE Complex, where the number one ranked undefeated VU Trailblazers have the lead over Lincoln Trail by a score of 62-49 with 11:19 to play in the basketball game. Going for our 13th win, 22nd straight home win, and if we win this game, it will be the 753rd victory on this floor since the building opened in 1974. Been a tough place to play. Been a tough place to play for Lincoln Trail. They are 2-41 here at the PE Complex. They got a win back in 1990 under Terry Collins, and then under Coach Cotton 3 years ago. It'll be Statesman basketball. Jackson inbounds the ball to Childs. In between the circles, backs away a step. Vassar plays off of him. Now brings it up, feeds the ball on the left side. This is White. White, one-on-one against Williams. He double-trucked the ball and traveled. I think he was trying to pass the ball to Jared Jackson. Jackson was covered. White tried to get under for the shot and stepped and committed the turnover. Now we get the media timeout. 11:04 to play in the game. Trailblazer scoreboard written by Lou Fuse, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, 1270 South Hart Street Road, 6249 Vincennes. Back in a minute on WVUB.
Underwriting support for this Trailblazer broadcast is provided by El Corral Mexican Restaurant and Bar, located at 630 Kimmel Road in Vincennes and 427 West 11th Street in Bicknell. El Corral opens daily at 11 a.m. and offers a menu of luncheon and evening Mexican cuisine with takeout available. The Vincennes phone number is 812-895-9422 and in Bicknell, 812-757-4224 for El Corral Mexican Restaurant and Bar.
Support for this broadcast is provided by the Good Samaritan Hospital Foundation, which through the generosity of its donors provides financial assistance for patients, emerging needs, medical equipment, and scholarships. The GSH Foundation office is at 328 North 2nd Street, Suite 201. The phone number is 812-885-3192.
Well, tonight at 7:30, IU and Kentucky. Why they don't play every year is just simply, I can't grasp that. You've got two of the greatest basketball histories in the country in college basketball, in Lexington and in Bloomington, and they don't play every year. It just seems to me that's a no-brainer. I mean, should be a great one. At the same time, of course, got the Heisman event going on in New York City, and hopefully Mendoza will pick up the Heisman for Indiana football. I cannot see how he cannot get that as well. Play back underway. This is Vassar. Outside the arc. Brings the ball across the lane a step. Now fades to the right side. Outside the arc to Guess. Javon fakes left. Drops it off to Vassar. Vassar deep right, Montees. He pushes the ball into Guess. He'll post up against Ellis. Guess. Now backs it out to Montees. 3 to shoot. Montees sweeps the lane inside. Guess. Great play. Guess was open to the basket after Montees got to the lane. A good look there for Montees to see his open teammate, and VU ups the lead to 15, 10:30 to play in the game. This is White on the wing. He will dive under at Williams. Now then to Asher Evans, works against Callaway off the left side. Back to White outside the arc, being dogged by Williams. White backs away at the 10-second line. Williams stays with him as White changes direction. Fall away shot at 15, This one jumps around, no. Rebound Callaway, deflected from Callaway. Turnover on Callaway, it was deflected by Childs. He gets it back, flies the three. Shot no good. Rebound is a loose ball, and Williams comes up with it. To the half court to Montees. 2-on-2 break. Now then down to Vassar inside. Up off the glass. No. Tipped up and in by Dayton Williams. 13 points by Williams. Blazers lead by 17. Now beginning to wear down Lincoln Trail to stretch this game out with 9.5 minutes to go. Jackson with it. Works against the screen set by Ellis. He'll take the ball down the lane to the right side. Puts it up off balance. A foul on Montees. Montees spreads his arms in the air looking for divine guidance on why that foul was called. But it stays. Jackson will go to the free throw line. Jared Jackson stands in. 5 out of 6 in the first half in the foul line. First trip today, or in the second half today. This free throw is good. That's his first point of the second half after 14 in the first. MJ Murphy checks in and replaces Asher Evans on the floor for Lincoln Trail. One more free throw here by Jackson. Shots in the air, and it's no good. Rebound by Ellis, and now into the basket. Ellis gets fouled. This is on Montees, back-to-back, and he's got 3. Malinini is going to replace Guest on the floor for VU. Jackson inbounds the ball, comes to White. White deep in the corner, guarded by Montees. He will take him into the paint, gets under Montees, loops it up, and can't get the drop. It rolled off, but the putback is going to be good by Jared Jackson. Good second look there by Jackson to stay in the play. 66-52. Blazer lead is 14 at the 9-minute mark to play in the game. This is Vassar, slashes across the top of the key, now back to the right. He feed left to Callaway. Now to Dayton, back to Callaway. Callaway up top from 18. Shots good by Jalen Callaway. 16 by Callaway, 6 in the second half. 68-52 Vincennes. Here's Murphy with it. Gets by the screen set by Ellis. Takes the ball to the right side. Jump shot where Malinini is no good. Off the bounce, Callaway with the rebound. Brings it with the right. Now the left hand across the timeline to Vassar. Outside the arc as he's back to the defender. Works the ball back to the point. Being dogged by Murphy. Vassar will change hands. Drives the ball down the lane to the right side to Malinini. 12 to shoot. Vassar spins around. Now we get Murphy too close. And a foul on MJ Murphy. It's the only thing I got on the stat line for him in the game is 1 foul. Across the way, Montees will inbound the ball. Ball comes into Vassar. Vassar drops the ball into Malinini. Malinini will work his way inside, turn around, jump hooks, an air ball. Rebound Williams, back up strong, got it down. He leaned to his left, that left hand, and looped it in. 70-52 with 8 minutes to play. We lead by 18. Here's White, drives under Williams inside, gets to the basket. Shot no good. Rebound deflected around and finally comes to Callaway. Callaway drops it off to Vassar. Blazers in the driver's seat. With less than 8 minutes to go, here's Vassar, drives it down inside the arc, backs away. Works a dribble, being dogged by Childs. Now then to Williams. Williams works it up top. To right, now to the left to Callaway. Callaway, and he gets bumped by Murphy. He faked Murphy to that foul. Murphy thought he was going to shoot a 3. Murphy gets his second foul, and that stops play for the under 8 media timeout. 7:32 to play. Vincennes 70. Lincoln Trail 52. Trailblazer scoreboard underwritten by Lou Fuse. Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram back in 1 minute.
Underwriting for this broadcast is provided by Memring Motorplex, Hart Street, and Highway 41 in Vincennes. Memring sells new Chevrolet and Nissan cars, trucks, and SUVs. Memring also services all makes and models. Memring's inventory of new and used vehicles is available online at MemringMotorplex.com or at the dealership. Memring Motorplex is open Monday through Saturday at 1949 Hart Street in Vincennes.
Funding for Vincennes University basketball on WVUB is provided through support from Vincennes Water Utilities at 403 Busserin Street. Vincennes Water Utilities offers various payment options, including paperless billing and 24-hour online access. Office hours are 7:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday, and the phone number is 812-882-7877.
Blazers going to be 13-0 at the holiday break. We'll find out in 7.5 minutes. We lead by 18 points. Then the trip down to Columbia, Tennessee on January 2nd and 3rd. That's on the other side of Nashville. We have never been there. Well, let me double check on that. I don't think we've ever been there. Here's Montees to inbound the basketball for VU. Left baseline, drops it into Malinini. Malinini with his back to the basket against Jalen Ellis. He'll work him down. Now turnaround jump hook is no good. Rebound deflected around and finally controlled by Ellis. Here come the Statesmen. Here's a three-point shot off by Evans. No good off the right side. Rims out, no. Malinini with the rebound. I stand corrected. We've played twice at Columbia State. I've never been there. We're 1-1 against the Chargers at Columbia State. This is Vassar with it. Right side to Montees. Montees drops it off to Callaway. Inside to Malinini. He'll work his way in against Ellis. And now then we'll go up with the jump hook. Shot no good. Another rebound by Ellis. Game into the game, averaging 5.5 rebounds a game. 70-52. Bit of a funk now. Here's Childs. Childs will drive up inside with a layup. Scores, and he's fouled by Malinini. Good job by Childs to the basket. Malinini gets tagged with his third personal foul. We played at Columbia State in the 73-74 season, and again in 74-75. 73-74, Tom Harris had 25 points. Ricky Green had 19. We beat Columbia State 86-76 in Columbia. Free throws in the air. This is good for a three-point play by Childs. Vassar across the 10-second line. In the big circle. He will drive right, gets by the screen, drives inside, reverses, scores, and fouled. Great play by Vassar. He knew straight on he was going to get contact or get blocked. The foul is called. It's on Jalen Ellis. It's his second foul. This will put Vassar at the line. He has 9 points. He knew straight on he was going to get either a foul or a block. He turned his back to the basket, got the ball down, and got fouled anyway. For a three-point play now, Vassar's no good. Easy rebound taken down by Jared Jackson. Here go the Blazers. This is Childs off the right elbow, flat no good off the front of the rim. Rebound is last touch by Childs, out of bounds to VU. 17-point Blazer lead. The next year we lost to Columbia State. 97-86. Back in the 70s. I was working games in, but not doing Trailblazer games. Here's a ride by Vassar inside. Oh, short. Rebound by Ellis off the right side in transition. This is Jay Childs. Will take it down the lane and now pulls up as he was defended by Guess. There's a long three. Shot no good by Childs. Off the left side near the baseline. Rebound by Montees. Here come the Blazers back down court with Callaway on the point. He will drive the ball down the left side of the lane, now backs away with it. Still works it with the away from the defender. Inside to Guess, off the glass and scores. Great look there by Jelon Guess, and a great job at the point by Jalen Callaway. 74-55. Again, Callaway's 6'3". Nice presence at the point. This is Asher Evans. Left to Childs. We've shut White off for the time being. He gets the ball now, and did he run out of bounds with it? Yeah, the pass by Childs was to the right of White. White could not come up with it before he got out of bounds. So White has 23. That's just 1 point off his average. But he got off to a great start in the second half, but so far, the rest of the second half, we've held him down. That's when Williams came back in the game to defend him. Williams has it now. He will work his way into the lane. So he'll spin back to his left, banks it off no good. Rebounds a loose ball recovered by Evans, and Asher Evans gets fouled. This may go against Williams. Nope, it's on the guess. It's his second. And Asher Evans will inbound the ball for Lincoln Trail. And this will be it'll be a shooting foul. That was our 7th foul. This will put Asher Evans at the line. He's only 4 out of 9 from the foul line over the course of the season so far. Asher Evans from Evansville Rights. Shots in the air, and it's no good. Rebound by Williams. 19-point Blazer lead. 4:43 winding down for our 13th win. This is Vassar. Defended by Childs out front. Now then Callaway. Off the left side, looking low to guess. Callaway dances away. He will drive the ball to the right side. Follow-away shot blocked and taken by Jackson. Good defensive play. Rebound by Jackson to Evans. Evans' shot is blocked from three-point range off the left side. Blocked by Montees. Here's M.J. Murphy checking in, replacing Jay Childs. I think this Lincoln Trail team is going to get better, much better, over the course of the rest of the season. They play hard. They've got a real catalyst in White who can score. And they're down two or three key guys in the game today. Out front, controlled by M.J. Murphy. Murphy off the left elbow. Now then to Ellis. He'll drive right, hooks it up, and can't get it down. Rebound by Vassar. Vassar will bring it up to and across the 10-second line. 4 minutes to play in the game. Someone asked me this week, here's a pass left to Montees. If I thought, here's Montees into the lane. Follow-away shot, Montees, off the iron, no good. Rebound, comes down to White. Asked me if I thought we could go undefeated. That's a pretty tall order to do. 30 games, off the left elbow. Follow-away shot by White is no good. Rebound by Callaway. 30 games, you gotta overcome just games when nothing clicks right. The other team plays completely out of its element. I mean, there's a lot of things that go into an unbeaten season that has to happen for you to win 30 straight games. This is Vassar. Vassar, left side to Callaway. With 3:18 on the clock. Now there's Guest, 15. Shot, no good. Rebound tipped up by Williams. He's got it back, up off the glass. Can't roll it down. Rebound by White. Murphy, he'll drive it up inside. Spins to the basket, puts a shot up and got it. Good job by M.J. Murphy. He earned his first basket of the game. And it's 74-57, inside 3 to go in the game. Here's Vassar, works by the defender Murphy. Shot from the left elbow, who misses off the left side. Another rebound by White. White passes the ball to Evans. Asher Evans to Ellis. Gets inside against Guest, and he traveled. It'll be back over to Vincennes. The under 4-minute timeout, the last timeout of the game, finds the Blazers on top, 74-57. On the Trailblazers scoreboard, underwritten by Lou Fuse. Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, back in 1 minute on WVUB.
Support for WVUB is provided by Byron Bob's Pizza House, 812 Main in Vincennes. Open 7 days a week and featuring pizza, sandwiches, wings, and a fresh salad bar. Online ordering is available at bobspizza.net.
Support for this broadcast provided by Cantwell Shortstop, 625 Kimmel Road, and Cantwell Service Center, Washington Avenue and St. Clair. Selling Marathon and Sunoco gas and oil products. Both locations are open 24/7 and serve hot lunch items, 11 until 2 daily. Cantwell Shortstop and Cantwell Service Center, serving Vincennes since 1968.
Blazers have the lead 74-57. I thought I might be a field goal short. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bear with me. 9, 10, 11, 12. It's 24, 30, 32. I've got 32 points on my scorebook in the second half. We led 42-37 at halftime, so I've got 74 points. I've got Vassar with 11 points. I have to see when we get the game stats. We will inbound the ball with 2:39 to go. Williams drops it into Vassar. Gray guarded by Murphy will bring it up. with the right to the left hand, works the ball to and across the 10-second line. In between the circles, down with the dribble. Right side to Williams. Williams stands deep on the right. Still with the left hand. Works it down. 12 to shoot. Now then Montees. Montees brings it back to the left side. This is Callaway. Callaway moves to the paint. Now then Williams. Williams with 3 seconds will drive inside. Loose ball, and there will be a held ball. The all-in possession. Turnover on Vincennes. Kenny Hunter Jr. is in the game for the first time today. He's been sidelined with the flu, but now he's on the floor in the ballgame, along with Kai Wood, 6'7" freshman from Walnut, Mississippi. Hunter with it, out front, passes the ball left to Murphy. Murphy works the ball down with the dribble, spins in the lane against Vassar, puts a shot up, no. Rebound taken down by Dayton Williams. 1:47 to play, 74-57. Vassar with it in the big circle. And Coach Franklin says, kill the clock until you have to take the shot. We got 1:35 to go, and Vassar stands in the big circle with the dribble. Now started up on the right side to Dayton Williams. Williams will slash inside, puts a shot up off the glass, got it, and he's fouled. Dayton Williams picks up his 17th point of the day at the line for a three-point play off the foul called on Kai Wood. I've got Vassar with 9. I got Vassar with 11 points. That's what they have on the big board. For a three-point play, Dayton's free throw is a clunker. Rebound by Stover. Williams 1 for 3 from the free throw line. Kai Wood with it, out front to Murphy. Murphy on the right side. Nick Dozier's also in the game. He has it, drives right, gets under Callaway, deep to the left side. Back to Wood. Wood to Murphy. Murphy will drive up the side and scores on Callaway. 4 points by Murphy, 76-59. Minutes to play in the game. We're going to be 13-0 at the break. Ranked number 1 in the country. I don't believe there are rankings next week. I think this past Monday was the last one. Correct me on that, Nick, if I'm wrong. Vassar stands in the big circle, dribbles idly at 10 seconds to shoot. He'll drive the ball to the left side. Now backs it out. Works it back around to the point. Vassar will drive deep left. Here's Montez. Montez in the air for the jump shot, partially blocked, but a foul called on Kenny Hunter. Hunter gets his first personal foul.
Personal foul on number 0, Kenny Hunter Jr. First personal foul, 18th foul, shooting number 15.
Will put Montez at the line. A 34-3 to play in the game. Free throw is no good. Those free throws worry me. We missed 3 in the first half. We missed 3 in the second. We were 4 for 7 in the first half, 2 for 5 in the second. Jay Thomas will get some brief playing time as he replaces Dayton Williams. Nice applause for him as he leaves the game. Free throw by Montez is good. He has 9 on the day, 77-59. Now then, Kai Wood with it, stands deep. Inside, throws it away. Montez has got it in the break, and he is going to drive it across the timeline and kill the clock. He'll drop it off to Vassar, and this one will wind down with the Trailblazers on top, 77-59. A good effort by Lincoln Trail here today, for sure. They gave us a good effort. Close game in the first half. We stretched it out a little bit in the second to pick up the win. But this game is over, and the Blazers win it. Final score on the Trailblazers scoreboard, underwritten by Lou Fuse, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Vincennes University 77, Lincoln Trail 59. Back in 2 minutes on WVUB.
Support for Trailblazer basketball on WVUB is provided by Goodwin Seavers Family Funeral Home, 524 Broadway. Serving Knox and Davies counties is a funeral service and cremation provider. Goodwin Seavers Family Funeral Home offers services that will help tell the story of a life, with service options that honor each family's traditions and wishes.
Underwriting support for this broadcast is provided by Holmes Plumbing Supply, 1690 Hart Street in Vincennes. They do complete bathroom remodeling projects and feature Lennox systems and Bradford White water heaters. They also do sewer line installation. Their phone number is 812-882-1865. Funding for this broadcast is provided by Wolf Construction Company, 2724 Washington Avenue. They offer new residential and commercial construction plus renovation services. Wolf's current projects include work at the Red Skelton Museum and Godare Hall on the VU campus, Good Samaritan Hospital, and Lincoln High School. The phone number for Wolf Construction Company is 812-882-2260.
Support for this broadcast is provided by Culver's Restaurant, 7 Executive Boulevard in Vincennes. Culver's menu features fresh frozen custard, milkshakes, butter burgers, and french fries. Culver's is open 10:30 a.m. until 10:30 p.m. daily.
Support for this broadcast is provided by First Vincennes Savings Bank with inside banking locations at 615 Kimmel Road and 2612 North 6th Street, plus ATM services at 3rd and Vigo, Kimmel Road, and ITM service in Monroe City. More information is available at frsb.net and by phone at 812-885-9018. Member FDIC.
Blazers, 13 wins, no losses at the holiday break and ranked number 1 in the country. What could be better than that? For Lincoln Trail, they dropped to a 6-5 season record. Michael White was the game's individual leading scorer with 23 points. He had 11 in the first half, 12 of their 22 points in the second half before we shut him down. He got off to a good start in the final frame, but Dayton Williams came back in and put the defense down and held him, I think scoreless probably in the last 6-7 minutes of the game at least. Jay Childs had 2 field goals, 2 for 3 from the line, 6 points. Jared Jackson, nice day for him. He had 5 field goals, including a tray, 6 out of 7 from the free throw line, 17 points. MJ Murphy off the bench for 4 points, 2 field goals in the second half. Asher Evans from Evansville Rights, 3 field goals, including a tray, missed a free throw, scored 7. Kai Wood, Nick Dozier all played late, did not score. Michael Stover had 1 basket in the first half, scored 2 points, and Jalen Ellis, who started, did not score in the game. Vincennes led at halftime 42-37 for the Trailblazers. Dre Vassar, 11 points on the day. He had 4 field goals, including a tray, 2 for 3 from the free throw line. Jalen Calloway, another effort, a nice effort by him in double figures, 16 points, 6 field goals, including 2 trays, 2 for 2 from the line, scored 16. Dayton Williams had 7 field goals, 1 for 3 from the line, and scored 17 points. Jelani Johnson had a first half 3-pointer. Alex Montees, 3 field goals, including 2 second half trays, 1 for 2 from the line, and scored 9. Jay Thomas played briefly at the end, did not score. Prince Ochugwu, a second half basket, scored 2 points. Javon Guest, 6 field goals, 1 for 3 from the line, scored 13. And Lorenzo Malinini, 3 field goals and 6 points over the course of the game. Blazers led 42-37 at halftime and win the game over Lincoln Trail. Final score 77-59. That's our 80th win over the Statesmen. And they have only won here twice on this Trailblazer PE Complex floor. More coming, including comments from Coach Todd Franklin back in 2 minutes on WVUB.
Support for this broadcast is provided by Robin Montgomery and John Yoakum, FC Tucker Emge. They represent residential and commercial listings and sales in Southern Indiana and Southern Illinois. The FC Tucker Emge office is at 2801 North 6th Street, Suite B. The phone numbers are 812-881-7509 for Robin Montgomery and 812-887-8669 for John Yoakum.
Support for this broadcast is provided by Walker Hughes Insurance, formerly United Insurance Services, 509 Main Street, representing many insurance carriers, including Auto Owners Insurance for home, auto, farm, and business needs. They can be reached at 882-3560. More information about auto owners is online at walkerhughes.com.
Broadcast support is provided by Buffalo Wild Wings, located at 2407 North 6th Street in Vincennes, where every day is game day. Buffalo Wild Wings features 21 sauces and seasonings from mild to wild for their wings, along with cheeseburgers and hand-breaded chicken tenders. Buffalo Wild Wings is open daily.
This Trailblazer broadcast is supported by Ular Cadillac GMC, Kimmel Road in Vincennes. They sell new and used Cadillac and GMC vehicles, plus other makes and models, and also have an automotive service department. More information is available at ubelarvincennes.com. Ubelar, where customers send their friends since 1929.
And Underwriting for this broadcast is provided by Herman Family Dentistry, a full-service family dental office located at 608 South Quail Run Road in Vincennes. Doctors Eric Herman, Lynn Stein, Karen Shank, John Anderson, and their team provide dental services including veneers, dentures, implants, and more. Appointment information for Herman Family Dentistry is available at 812-882-1572.
Ball game, second half, we did a great job defensively on Lincoln Trail. 4 of their 8 field goals in the second half came from Mike White. They hit only 33% in the second half compared to 48% in the first 20 minutes of the game, and they only trailed by 5 at halftime, 42-37. For the game, they were 21 out of 51 for 41%. From three-point land, 3 out of 11, 27%. 14 out of 20 from the free throw line, and had a total of 31 rebounds in the game. We won the rebounding war, 35-31. We had 17 points and 9 rebounds from Dayton Williams. He led that stat line for us. Again, for Lincoln Trail, they got 23 points from Mike White. He was 8 out of 20 from the floor, 1 for 5 from the free throw line, so he worked pretty hard for those 23 points. For Vincennes, we were 31 out of 61 consistently across the board, hitting 50% in the first half, 51% in the second, 8 out of 19 for 42% from three-point range. Again, we had 35 rebounds in the game, and incredibly, we only had 4 turnovers. They had 8, partially, of course, in part because they played that zone defense and really didn't force us into a lot of mistakes during the course of the game. So the Blazers got 17 points and 9 rebounds from Dayton Williams, 16 points, 5 rebounds from Jayla Calloway. Calloway also had 6 assists over the course of the game, and we had 20 assists among our 31 field goals on the day. The biggest lead of the game was 19 points with 5:29 to play in the second half. There were no ties and no lead changes over the course of the contest, and the Blazers pick up the win here by a score of 77-59. Another nice defensive effort. Again, we're one of the top 2-3 teams in the country in team defense, and at halftime looked like Lincoln Trail could challenge that stat, but we did a great job in the second half holding the Statesmen, just 22 points. Trailblazer postgame show underwritten by Good Samaritan Hospital, the official provider of athletic training services for Vincennes University. Comments from Coach Franklin coming up after this message from GSH.
Support for WVUB is provided by Good Samaritan. This season, give yourself the gift of good health. Find a provider who fits your needs at Good Samaritan for care you can count on all year long. Visit gshvin.org/find a provider.
And here he comes, bad knees and all. Huh? Well, I mean, when you get to be 82 like me, those steps are just going to be just as difficult.
That one knee is 182 right now.
Okay. Coach, in the second half, we held them to 33% shooting, and after a little tear there by Mike White, Williams comes back in, shuts him down. He had 4 of their 8 field goals in the second half. I thought our second half defense was pretty good.
It was. I mean, it was all right. I mean, it was better. Yeah, I thought in the first half our desire to get down the stance and stay in the stance, or when the ball was away from us, we fell asleep and they'd catch us, and we're trying to recover. We're trying to be too reactionary. Tell 2 halves when it comes to the defensive side there. There's no question, and I obviously wasn't very happy with it. That it's, I don't know if it's the last game for a break. We've got some guys that aren't feeling very well. They've been doing finals all week, so you got to kind of pull teeth. But I thought in the second half it was much better because we had them 22 points and we had a couple of missed rebounds and they scored on those possessions, or we would have held them in the teens. And, that's pretty good.
Throw some kudos to Lincoln Trail. I think they got the nucleus to have a nice basketball team. They stayed in the game in the first half and kept on trying for the final 20 minutes. They've got some weapons. Mike White certainly is one of them. I think they're going to win their share of games over the course of the rest of the season. There'll be a problem when we play them on the road on February the 7th. But I think again a good effort by Lincoln Trail today.
Yeah, they were trying to pick. They were moving some actions, but basically by and large, what they were doing was they were trying to find a guy get a chance to get one-on-one or get you on a little action when you're asleep and come off from the wing back to the middle. But primarily they're trying to pick you one-on-one, get you isolated. And early on, our matchups on Jackson were really not very good. We got whipped, and I think we could have gotten them and really maybe gotten them out of here early. but he went and scored 6 or 8 points just taking us one-on-one when I thought we had everything else kind of contained. So their game plan was that. Then they went to the zone and hoped it would work. I thought we did all right there. I thought offensively we were pretty okay the whole time. We missed some layups. Dayton Williams not feeling very well. I thought, he had some finishes that, partially because he's not feeling well. I mean, this has been a rough week for our guys because we're playing during finals and at the back end of finals. I know the other teams in the league are all starting finals next week.
Yeah.
And it's a factor. And then there's some things going around and guys are not feeling great. So I want to say that, not taking anything away from Lincoln Trail or anything else, but I think for our guys' sake, I mean, they had to gut through some things there and dig down when they probably didn't have, their A-plus stuff.
Individually, I thought Callaway, 16 points, 5 rebounds, led the team with assists today. I mean, he's capable at the point. I mean, I think you're looking at him as a backup if we get Vassar into a problem.
Well, I just want to be a good basketball player and handle the ball. I mean, if you have to move him over the 1 or 2 or whatever it is, just handle the basketball. He's a guard. And same thing for Dre. And if we get that, we move Dre off the ball at times, it'd be good because he can shoot the basketball. I just want him to be good guards and all that goes into that. I thought Javon Guest gave us some things tonight, which was key as the game went along. But all across the board, just like I said, I think we were fighting a lot of things here, and where guys had to grit their teeth and grind up, and Lincoln Trail was not making it easy because they have guys that are good enough to isolate you, attack you. And if we'd have been a little bit stale against the zone, their plan might have had some ability to work, but our guys, particularly once the second half started, were determined to not let that happen.
So they will stay here for about a week and go through some modifications in what we're doing. Get a week off and then come back and get ready to go to Columbia State. We have not played down there since the early 70s. The last time we played at Columbia State, we had a guy named Ricky Green. You've heard of him.
I'd like to get Ricky. That would help the trip.
But we're going to play Roan State, which is currently 8-4, and they're done until they play us on January the 2nd. Then we play Columbia State on January 3rd. Now, Roan State lost to Columbia State at home 76-61. I don't think they're as strong as Roan State, but we'll be coming off a break. They will be as well, but we'll have to solve some things there and come back with a short turnaround to play an afternoon game against Columbia State the next day, and they have not lost since we beat them here 81-68 on November 1st.
Well, that was a very good win for us. Columbia State's very good. Coach Neal's got a great program. They've got a chance to go back touch again. I'd say it'd be them and Walter State would be the two favorites, and that's why we brought them in here. So that was a really big win for us early, and it'll be a great win if we can go down and beat them at their place. And I'm sure they're going to be ready for us. And it's, we're going to have basically a week here of training, a little less than, and a week off, and then about a week of training to get ready. We want to leave here in as great a shape as humanly possible, physically. So that break we shorten, so then it's just a good get refreshed kind of deal, and then get back in so you're not just, starting from square one. And we're going to get physical this week if we feel well. I mean, I'm leaving that locker room right now. There's some dudes that don't feel too good. So we'll see how we are. Tomorrow we're just going to lift. So we get on a every other day heavy lifting. So we leave here again getting, Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday work that way. So we'll get a lift tomorrow and then, get 4 good days of work before they get out of here. Probably add a couple little things, add a couple little wrinkles during this time. We have some time to work on things that we can get and jump back into after break. But, make the best of the situation we can.
Certainly feels good to be 13-0 ranked number 1 in the country, that's for sure.
Well, it's been a really good first semester. We got a lot of things we need to work on, but everybody does. And, I'm proud of the guys. I think finals went okay. And, it's a good bunch of guys. They're good guys. And I think they're deserving the success they're getting. We just got to keep churning.
Coach, congratulations.
Thanks, Dave.
Comments of Todd Franklin after the Blazers win here today, 77-59. Earlier, the Vincennes University women won easily, 85-35, picking up their 7th win of the season. We just polished off Lincoln Trail in the men's game, 77-59. Led in the game by Dayton Williams, who had 17 points on the day, 16 from Jalen Callaway, an 11-point effort from Dre Vassar, and Javon Guest came in off the bench, scored 13 points. John Best scored Javon Guest scored 13 points, one of 4 players in double figures. For Lincoln Trail, the individual high score was Mike White. He wound up with 23 points on the afternoon. Again, they dropped to 6-5 on the season. We improved to 13-0, and again, back in action at Columbia State against Roane State, Tennessee, on January the 2nd. That'll be a 5 o'clock game Vincennes time. Coming up on Monday night, it'll be the VU women back in action here against Danville. Tune in to Dan Ravelette. He'll have the pregame show at 6:45 for the 7 o'clock tip-off against the Danville Lady Jaguars. Again, the final here today, Vincennes wins over Lincoln Trail 77-59. I'm Dave Hunter. Thanks for listening. Good day from VU.
This exclusive broadcast of Vincennes University basketball has been brought to you on Blazer 91.1 WVUB Vincennes through underwriting support from
Jimmy John's, 2361 North 6th Street.
The Vincennes Laundromat, 1817 North 6th Street.
The Vincennes University Foundation and Alumni Center.
First Vincennes Savings Bank, 615 Kimmel Road and 2612 North 6th Street.
Cantwell Shortstop, 625 Kimmel Road and Cantwell Service Center, Washington Avenue in St. Clair.
Ubilar, Buick GMC Cadillac, 626 Kimmel Road.
Lindsay Wealth Management, 2801 North 6th Street.
Buffalo Wild Wings, 2407 North 6th Street.
Holmes Plumbing, 1690 Hart Street.
And the good